This is LaDonya, camera on the floor, vibing in her corner with 5% energy and big main character plans. Welcome to Empress Diaries episode 9.
What's good, y'all? It's your favorite Empress. We're on a new episode where I share how I'm balancing self-care and all of my big ambitions. If you're new here, I'm LaDonya, but over here they call me Empress Moxie, and I would advise you to subscribe because it is fun over here and we're headed somewhere. I got this pink do-rag on. I'm feeling cute. It's Sunday night, the same day I left off of our previous vlog. I'm currently looking over all of the photos I took earlier today. It's 10:12 p.m. I just wanted to make sure that this week's vlog actually document how I'm doing with the reintroduction of it. I wanted to document that and then go into what I'm gonna do for Bly, since that website is also coming up at the end of this month. We have a lot going on. We have a lot of impact that we're making, and I just wanted to make sure I'm documenting it in the best way possible. So far, I've made a few posts, I've shared things on Instagram, through my stories. I'm more comfortable sharing on my stories, telling people the actual journey that I've been on, because I'm not really comfortable just going online and be like, yeah, my brother died, so I didn't continue with this dream company I had, but hey, 4 years later, we're gonna start over. Like, sometimes my cat is in heat. Well, my cousin's cat, but stop your eyes! Go back to what I was saying. Sometimes it can be awkward speaking about grief because I know not everybody knows how to respond or approach it, but grief is a part of my journey, and that's why I continue to bring it up or be like, oh yeah, in 2021 this happened when my brother passed away, and this is why I didn't finish that, and this is why I'm finishing it now, because now I feel better, right? And grief did impact my drive and my ability a lot back then, so that is why you see me always referencing my brother passing away. I just thought I'd explain that because I realized a few times in the recent years I have been talking about things that I've started after losing my brother or continued on, and I don't know, sometimes I feel awkward about just talking about it because I don't know, sometimes I don't even hear people respond to it, so it feels like, oh, maybe I'm being weird. I don't know, but that's just how the journey of grief is. Sometimes you can overthink it because not everybody understands how to comfort you. I get that part, so I don't take it personally when people just give me like radio silence when I share that journey, but it does feel a little icky and weird for me to come up and be vulnerable and then everybody's quiet. So that's why I try not to go too deep into it. I try to just keep it surface and keep it going. So now that that's covered, we're gonna continue into the vlog. Let's get into it and see how the relaunch of my self-care brand goes after all these years. I'm gonna wipe this makeup off because it's getting oily now. I'm in my creative corner right now. This is where I sit and come up with ideas, write all my ideas down. Because if I bring my ideas to my room, I will not go to sleep. And I don't want my room to have the energy of restlessness. So I try to keep my ideas out here. This is the makeup. I'm getting better at makeup, y'all. Like, I don't even have to use a full video anymore. The only time I turn the makeup tutorial on is when I get to the bronzing part. Like, your girl is almost a pro. Please watch who I talk to because I know I'm duh. Yes, it's me, the makeup pro. Like it. Happy Monday, guys. I am at home. I actually just got off of work It's about 6:37 right now. It was a very productive day today. I got home about 5 something and I was able to use about 45 minutes to pile together the last to-dos for the launch of my new and improved personal brand website powered by Brakethru. And I wanted to give y'all a preview of that. So I'm gonna go get the checklist. I wrote it on paper. The to-dos I had on my list were: number 1, to register Brakethru all over, because when I retired my personal brand in 2021, I also retired the LLC. So I had to redo all of that from scratch. And we got that done actually last week. I was also able to purchase my domain with my name. The website is going to be www.ladanya.com. Bought the domain for that. Also got the photo shoot done. Pictures from the photo shoot for teasing the launch of the website are actually really cute. These are not pictures that are going to be on the website. I just wanted to have a photo where I could write something in the caption like, hey guys, the site's going to be up soon. Yeah, I have to edit a teaser video, which I'm going to post on Tuesday. Because I want this to be something that's unfolding, unraveling. I actually want to keep people engaged and interested. I also created an interest form. I'm going to put the pop-up of it here. This interest form is basically going to be on the section of the website where I have the announcement of my self-care retreat. It's going to be in Jamaica. Period. It would only make sense to host my retreat in Jamaica because I am from Jamaica and that's somewhere I'm familiar with. And if I'm gonna do a self-care retreat, I would want to be in a place where I actually know how to navigate. That sounds the safest to me, and I can build on my retreat experience from there. So back to what I was saying about the interest form. It's gonna be something that is filled out once an individual wants to sign up for the list to get further details on the retreat. This interest form is basically going to ask them, I believe, 9 questions to help me gauge what the experience is that people are looking for from a retreat like this. By the way, I also needed to have an idea of the exact dates for the retreat, since I'm gonna start looking at villas and things like that in the month of May. And the timeline I'm looking at having the actual retreat is going to be the end of this year, because the retreat is going to be with a theme of like releasing, being present, and pouring into ourselves before we enter the year of 2026. So that's when the timeline is for the actual retreat happening. I'm giving myself a good amount of time to plan this retreat, about 7 to 8 months. So I'm gonna have a solid plan of exactly when in December the retreat will be. Okay, so once I launch my personal brand website this week, the plan is going to be for May through June to get interest, and I'm seeking 10 individuals total for this first retreat that I'm hosting. I don't believe I want to do a super big group, but a good size is 10 to start out. I'm going to use the month of May through June to sort out the logistics, figure out exactly the location where we're going to be hosting the retreat in Jamaica, because in Jamaica we have 14 parishes. I'm from Montego Bay, but I don't want to be biased. I want to look around and find different villas, things like that, look at the pricing, look at transportation, excursions, feeding you all, adding to the experience of the retreat. So May through June, that is going to be my duty. That's going to be what I'm focused on, and I'm going to be bringing you along with me for all of that, of course, in my Empress Diaries. So you're caught up on the plan and you're caught up on where I am. I'm super excited. I hope that the story that I've told and the message that I'm spreading makes sense to you all, and I'm super excited to see where we go with Brakethru. And of course, in the end of this month, literally April 30th, the newsletter and the Refined Bly website will be dropping. I've been working on an Instagram page for that, but we'll talk about that a little bit later into this week after we launch everything for Brakethru, because I don't want us to get confused intertwining the two. Is there something you need? She just wants to be in the video. I was actually on TikTok. I keep seeing that Sinners movie. I saw that they had a showing for, let me see what time they have it for. 7:30. Did someone book my seat? I know you lying. What a butthead. Y'all, somebody booked the seat that I was gonna get. So I got my ticket for the movie. Ticket for the movie. I don't know what I'm gonna wear, but I heard it's a good movie. It's supposed to be a thriller or something like that. I'm bringing this deodorant back up. This is a natural cream deodorant from Plants for Skin. I've been using. I posted about this 2 weeks ago on here on episode 7 of my Empress Diaries, and I was testing it out. I've been using it ever since. It's pretty good. It actually doesn't leave any white cast or anything. This is my armpit right now. I don't know if it's weird to show y'all my armpit, but I'm doing it. So my mom said she was gonna join me, but she changed her mind. So I'm over here doing my edges and heading to the movie. But I want to stop at the Dollar Tree first so I can get some snacks. Because I'm not paying $30 for a popcorn and a drink. Hello? Okay, I'm looking for the Mike and Ike. Where would that be? Oh, I should get some hot fries. I haven't had this in so long. No, I just get sour cream. Dang! There's nothing in this bag. Lays underneath fit do better. Gotta pay air in a bag. Okay, y'all, so I got the Mike and Ike Berry Blast. I decided I'm just gonna get the Lay's sour cream and onion. I'm gonna get 2. One's not enough. Okay, I gave the movie some time to start. All I have to do is buy a drink when I get in. What is this place? I've never seen that place before. Oh, okay. Y'all, they gave me this big whole drink for $8. I asked for a small. So if this is the small, oh my God, America has a problem.
I don't know why in the hell I'm here. So I'll live like it's the last time for a long time at the wrong time. When's the right time? Is it?
But try it from the restaurant. You video blogging? Hey!
Hey y'all! After work hours, I just finished work, but during my lunchtime, the clip that I showed you, I was actually touring some houses with my mom. We're getting into our future bags. Right now, I'm actually headed to downtown Denver. I'm gonna go watch a student pitch competition at my old university, CU Denver. I actually like to watch pitch competitions and things like that. As a businesswoman and a founder myself, since I have Brakethru and Bly now, it's good for me to always know exactly how I'm going to tell the story of what I'm building and why people should care. So going out in the community to events like this is what I do for practice, but also there's the networking advantage of it all. So yeah, that's where I'm headed, and I'm gonna be using my phone to record a little bit of it. Y'all can see what that experience is like. I'm trying to show y'all my outfit. I'll give y'all an outfit check with my iPhone when I get to the venue.
That the world needs. And we see 4 great examples of that here with the judges. We really appreciate you being here.
Access. In essence, our TheraTop replaces 4 pieces of clothing with just one. Say goodbye to uncomfortable bras, boring nursing tops, depressing post-surgery garments, and just boring tops in general.
Amazing. And then you built to that. And then our last takeaway was solve a need. And I know everyone talks about this in every entrepreneurship class, but what we learned is there's a big difference between people telling you, that's really cool, I can see myself buying that someday. Because literally everyone will tell you that. That's, a lot of people being nice, everyone could use that. And then telling you, this would solve a pain point I have right now, where do I sign up, how can I buy this today? And we found out that's a huge difference. And when you get that second part, that's when you know you really have something.
So we'll kind of leave you with some existential,
some really hard deliberation and some incredible, competent business ideas that we've heard this evening. I am happy to say that this organization is blazing a trail of impact, and there is very little anyone can do about it because they are on a mission for humanity. And so, all of our
first degree.
knows their clients really well. They've got a lot of experience and a lot of confidence in what they've seen. And so we're really excited to present this award to Ancora.
These days is taking it hard on me for sure. Baby, come I feel like making you
Today is the day of the launch. I actually had the site go live since 12 p.m. EST time. I just finished eating breakfast. I'm gonna go do my lashes and everything. Wanted to have everyone browse the site, explore a bit, and then go back to my story and online to just chat to everyone, ask them what they think so far, any critique. Like I've mentioned, this is my personal branding website, and then Brakethru is a service that I'm offering on my website. So the website serves as a hosting ground for all the components, all the projects, all the things that make me me in my professional and entrepreneurial journey and life. I'm super excited to see what they have to say. Of course, my family has already bigged my head up and all of that, telling me I'm doing great. I'm super grateful for the support, and I'm happy to see what comes out of this. My main thing is now the work really begins.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
How did I find time for a date in such a busy week? I don't even know. When you're pretty, that tends to happen. And what I'm wearing, let me show you my outfit. I guess you can only see the top, but I'm wearing this. It's a whole set. So there's this top and the bottom is the same color. We're going to this place called The Water Social. It's a seafood restaurant. I actually have a few more dates this weekend. I might bring you along with me. I don't know how I feel about that. But tomorrow's date, I'm going to go on the train to the Valley Gorge? No, Royal Gorge. Yeah. I did the Royal Gorge before, like actually went there, but not the scenic train. And that was something on my to-do list for this summer, so check. Oh, period. I love that. So yeah, adding in some time to really have fun, be cute, be treated tonight. Really the site launch, actually, it went good. I had a bunch of comments, a lot of people poured into me, let me know they were proud of me, and I really appreciate it. I love the support, I love the kind words and genuine encouragement. I also loved when people were honest about what could be improved. My aunt sent me like a good amount of voice messages like, girl, why you're not smiling in your pictures? Which is a good point. It's a good point, but the site also acts as a portfolio, so I may not smile in my pictures, but she was like, you need to put a picture on there where you're smiling. So I'm gonna work on that. Until I'm in, if you're watching this, I'm gonna do it, don't worry. Don't worry. It's a really great week. Great things are happening behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. I'm super happy that I was able to even vlog this whole week. What else was I going to say? Like I said earlier when I was gonna do my lashes, this is where the real work starts, because now this platform, this home, this website that I'm holding everything that I'm working on, now you're gonna be able to see it from there, but I have to continue that journey, continue telling my story, explaining to you all why you should care about what I'm building and what I'm doing, and come along with me. So, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. This is your favorite Empress signing out. Hey y'all, I just made it back home from my date. It's like 11:15 p.m. one of those times, but I wanted to show y'all my flowers before I put them in the vase. These are one of my favorite flowers. My two favorite flowers are lilies and tulips. Really cute assortment. I really like it, so I'm about to put them in water. It was a really fun date. Tomorrow morning I actually have another date, and we're gonna be going to the Royal Gorge scenic train ride. I just wanted to check in with y'all and let y'all know the date was awesome. It went really well. The conversation was great and I had a good time. That's all I gotta say. I'll see y'all tomorrow when we're heading to the Royal Gorge. Good night. Morning vlog. We're at the Royal Gorge train. We just arrived. He went to go see about the tickets and I'm fixing my shoes so I can go on the train.
did not get to see it on the way out. We will be coming up on the Guardian of the Gorge. You can get an idea what it looks like from here, straight up.
Someone's getting engaged. Aww. She said yes, y'all. I don't know those people. At Whole Foods right now. He's getting me some groceries. I'm finishing up, then I'm gonna head home. Hey y'all, we're back in my car. We had a really great day over at the Royal Gorge. The scenes were so beautiful and it just felt serene and peaceful. I was a little bit tired because we woke up early so that we could drive together down to Canyon City, but nonetheless, the views were awesome. As you can see, I'm gonna be posting pictures from that. Make sure y'all go over to my Instagram and give me some love. But y'all, tell me if I'm crazy, because at the end of our day and excursion, he asked me if there was anything I needed, anything I wanted, including anything for my place, like where I live. And I was like, that's a great question. So I was like, well, I do need some items because usually I bring snacks to work, so I need to actually re-up on them. And he was like, all right, no problem, let's go grocery shopping. Stocked up my car with groceries for me to have snacks for work this week. Like, it's giving, it's really giving, and he earned points for that in my book. Like, I don't know if that's too adult, but that's the level I'm on when I'm dating. I literally ask for what I want. One of my main love languages is acts of service, so I really appreciate when a man goes out of his way to help make things more convenient for me and takes something off my back, because getting groceries for the week was something on my to-do list. So him removing that really like gives me a little bit more time for other things that I could contribute to for the weekend. So with that said, that was a random peek into my dating life. Y'all went on a date with me last night and today, so that is all for that part. Good morning, y'all. We have some exciting progress with Bly. Our newsletter is officially live and our website is looking so much sharper. Also, our Instagram is finally up and running, which is super exciting because now we're having a social and public presence everywhere. It feels good to have several ways and avenues for us to keep you all updated as we're building and have you all join along in our journey behind the scenes. So be sure to take this as your little nudge to sign up for our newsletter. Go ahead and check out our website, scroll a bit, learn about what we're building. And if you have Instagram, if you're an Instagram user and you're interested in the journey of Bly, our behind the scenes, be sure to follow us on Instagram at bly.inc. All right. Oh, I guess I should say this. If you're new here, Bly is my startup and it's based on financial technology. Basically, the mission of Bly is to be one of the top go-to applications for money transfers within the Caribbean. Our aim is to allow money transfers to be easy, affordable, user-friendly, and of course, secure. It's all about creating access, empowerment, and connection across borders for us. This company and startup actually began during my junior year of university as a research project, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to just write a paper about the benefits of financial technology to social impact in countries like Jamaica and the Caribbean. I want to make sure that I actually create that solution. And that's why I continued on from research to actually creating the application. And right now we're in what you call the MVP phase. The most simplest version of the application exists right now. And a component that is super important for our next steps so we can actually launch in the Caribbean is partnering with a bank. I have to partner with a bank in order to legally test the application. Now that that's covered and you're more familiar with what Blight is, if you weren't, to be real with you, this journey hasn't been all checklists and oh, I got this done, I got this done. One of the banks I've been working super hard to connect with, I actually realized that my last email might have landed in their spam inbox. We've been having discussions back and forth for the past 7 months. I have no idea how my email would end up in their spam unless, you know what, I don't even want to think about it. It's actually been 2 years of, number one, trying to find contacts, understanding exactly who within these organizations and their hierarchy to contact, because at first I started out by contacting the customer service emails, the customer service numbers, and they were like, oh, that's not something we help with, we just do customer solutions for the banks. So what exactly, who do I reach out to when I'm asking to partner with a bank? Who knows? I had to figure that out and navigate that by myself. And then once I did find out who to contact, a lot of the people I was contacting was ignoring my email. They were straight up just ignoring my email, y'all. And now I'm making progress, getting responses, but one of my more active responders, I'm now floating somewhere in their spam inbox, not in their primary inbox. And I did not notice until yesterday that the email might have not been in their inbox because I reached out to them exactly 20 days ago. Was it 20 days ago? When was April 9th? That was on Wednesday. So I'm gonna say 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago I reached out to them and they didn't respond yet. And I realized that the email doesn't show as in their inbox. So I'm wondering, okay, where's the email? And do I need to resend it, nudge them again? So that's a current dilemma that I'm facing. Still, this is part of the journey of building something real, and I really try to just focus on what I can move forward. That's why I always bring in the mix of balancing self-care and my well-being with all of these projects and things that I do, because if I sit and dwell on it, I will go crazy. I will get pissed off, I'll go crazy, and I'll quit. But it really helps that I have self-care and affirmations, a very good support system to anchor me and keep me driven and going. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I have days that I cry about this. I get angry, I get irritated. I give up every week. Actually, I just don't show that. Basically, I'm just telling you, it does get to me sometimes. Not because I'm not proud of what we're building, but because I care a lot about what we're building and I want the best results, I want the best quality. When you pour your heart into something for this long, moments and periods of waiting feels really heavy. And that's what I face a lot of. Being a founder and an entrepreneur has really taught me how to be patient with people, with processes, with things. And that's why I focus on what I can move forward, things that I presently have control over, so I can be less controlling, because that was something I had to learn to do and let go of, wanting to grip onto it like, oh, when are they gonna respond? We need to get this. When are they gonna say something? When are they gonna do something? I can't control that. We're just gonna show up as our best and do it in good faith. And if that gets us where we need to get to for another door to open, then I'm thankful and prepared for when that door opens. That's the best that I can do. And that's my advice as a founder. Do not focus too much on controlling the timeline, controlling, try to focus on what you can move forward. That's why having the Bly website, our newsletter, now our Instagram page, so that we can speak with our community, show you the behind the scenes, walk with you, talk with you. That's why that means so much right now. So if you want to follow the journey and watch Bly grow from ground up, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter and follow us on Instagram at bly.inc. A few things on my to-do list for today because it's Sunday. Every single Sunday, I actually have a meeting of an hour or two with my technical co-founder. He's the one doing all of the technical integrations, the wireframing, everything technical. He does that. He's a senior software engineer. He's from Nigeria. His name is Temiteo Omotoimbo. And we meet every single Sunday. We discuss the progress of everything. As the founder, I am behaving as the project manager. I'm behaving as the storyteller. I'm behaving as the marketer. I'm behaving as the customer representative. I'm behaving as many things and I'm wearing many hats. So I'm meeting back with him, letting him know the progress of all our social platforms and community spaces that we've been organizing, because April 30th, the end of this month, is when we want all of that to be public and live so everybody can start getting onto it. That's why we were using this past week and a half to sort out the newsletter, making sure that our HubSpot was integrated for the CRM marketing, as well as our toll number, so that we can actually have a number to contact and connect with the individuals who sign up for the newsletter. You know, just making sure all the buttons and screws work how they should. But we're all caught up. Your girl is busy. Somebody please take me on a vacation. That's where we're at, building, growing, learning. Some parts feel heavy, some parts feel exciting, but all of it is mine. This is my breakthrough. Period. Y'all see what I did there? I tied it together. Yeah. Thank you for joining me during this chapter of the Empress Diaries. There is of course more to come, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye.